The reality that comes September the 10th, Deputy President William Ruto and former radio presenter Joshua Arap will be seated in the Hague-based ICC for the commencement of their trial dawns as the clock ticks away to the day.
Thank you, Your Honor. My name's Uhuru Kenyatta.
But yet another reality is that the President, Uhuru Kenyatta, will on November the 12th also be seated in the Hague-based court for his trial. The ICC judges have already rejected Ruto's request to stagger the hearings to 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off. A decision on Kenyatta's request to attend the rest of trial via video link is yet to be taken by the judges. It therefore remains that the President and his deputy face the possibility of having their cases heard concurrently, and as it stands, they are both required to be physically present at the court in Netherlands. Coming to a time when the President will be away, but this comes after the Deputy President's trial has already begun. So the question that many people therefore would be asking themselves is what would happen if the Deputy and the President are not in the country at the exact same time? Who takes charge?
I think that situation is most unlikely to happen. But in a situation where they have to be absent or out of the country at the same time, one of the things we have to appreciate is that they're not being in the country physically does not mean that executive authority is not being exercised or authority has been transferred. They still are running the country. The President is still in charge, is still running the country. And I believe he will make good arrangements of how government will continue running.
Article 130 of the Constitution spells out the national executive as comprising of the President, Deputy President and the rest of Cabinet. Article 134B invokes yet another constitutional article, 147.3, which says when the President is absent or is temporarily incapacitated and during any other period that the President decides, the Deputy President shall act as the President.
Now when you fall into the situation of, so when the Deputy President is not there, what happens? You could ask yourself, so in crafting the Constitution, then should we have had a third Deputy President, and if that third Deputy President is not there, do you have a fourth? So I think it's one of those scenarios that are very much unlikely, but yes, they could occur. And that's why I was saying, because they're extraordinary situations, then we'd have to take extraordinary measures in surmounting or crossing that river when we get to it.
And barely 10 days to Ruto and Sang's start of trial, 2 more witnesses have withdrawn from the case. One of the witnesses was a program officer for a local NGO and the other a former employee of a local vernacular radio station. The two wrote to ICC prosecutor Fatou Bensouda through their lawyer and recused themselves from the case. Jacky Maribe, Sunday Live.